Eat a potato. What's going on, guys? It's friggin' Saturday here. And even though it doesn't look too bad outside right now, here, let me show you, because I'm currently making French toast. It's been a long time since I made this. Oh yeah, making it today. Because I need my protein, and I need my carbs, because my shoulders are killing me. But, not too bad out there right now. As you can see, my truck got covered in snow. And the end of my driveway looks like a piece of shit. Like, yeah, I have to deal with that. Truck can still clear it. Not too 100% concerned, but you know, about 38% concerned. Anyway, you'd probably think, well, Adam, you're not going ice fishing today. You must have slept in. Well, that's a hard friggin' no. It's 9:41 right now. I was up at 8:30. To what, you ask? Well, I think Jebediah came back. I think he found his way back. Not surprising. I only dropped him off at the school. Not hard for anybody to find their way back. Probably should have found out what a kilometer limit was and just dropped right off on the edge, but I didn't. So, however, you guys remember that snap trap I put up in the attic? Kind of forgot to take it down, and I don't think it's there anymore. We're gonna go up there after I eat breakfast. Just have a look-see. I have a feeling that Jeb set it off. It didn't quite have enough power to terminate him, but it definitely had enough power to bite on and hang on for dear life. Because the noises I woke up to this morning literally sounded like something banging off the floor and off the roof that was hard plastic against wood. I thought the dog or cat or somebody was outside the door just being a dickhead. But then I remembered, everything all of a sudden came back to me and I'm like, did I pull the trap down last night or did I leave it up there? Oh no, what did I do? Oh man. I meant to go back up there before I sealed off the hole. Grab the trap, you know, set it off, whatever, disarm it, bring it downstairs and clean it and put it away, thinking that this is over with. Josh, you remember Joss from the old karaoke days pre-COVID? She gave me an idea for deterring those little bastards from going back into the attic. It requires me to do some shopping. It's cheap shopping at least, nothing expensive this time. Not like, you know, a freaking $30 rat trap that took 4 attempts to actually catch anything. This is a $1 bottle of ammonia. Apparently if you take ammonia, soak rags in it, put the rags in a bag, poke some holes in the bag so the smell can get out, and put them in the area that the rodents are getting in, they'll smell the ammonia and think something larger is in the area making a home there, and they'll frig off. So I'm willing to give that a go if I can get a good night's friggin' sleep in this bitch. Now, of course, I talked to my buddy who's a professional trapper because, like, you know, this guy does it professionally. He catches them in the wild when it's legal. You know, when they're in season for 3 months out of the year. He catches them, he cleans them, he cooks them, he eats them, he loves them. He's, you know, I've tried it before too. Guy squirrel literally tastes like, not chicken wings, but you know when you buy a chicken at the grocery store, those ones that are pre-cooked? Well, the dark meat of a chicken kind of has that flavor to it if it's done right. If it's not done right, you're gonna get wild gamey taste. Not so good. Kind of really super chewy too. Also not so good. But the way he does it is the same way I've seen Flair do it on his channel the one time, is in an Instant Pot. You can basically pressure cook it and it just knocks the gaminess out of it, and it knocks the chewiness out of the meat, and it like pre-tenderizes it. And when I tried it, he told me it was squirrel, and I'm like, you're pulling my leg, man. This is friggin' chicken. I'm like, this is chicken. You just found like some anorexic chicken and threw him in the pot, because I saw the meat and it looked like a rodent, but didn't have that flavor. Well, at first I wasn't sure what it was because the front legs were missing because he already ate them. All that was left was the back legs. And I was like, you know what? Like, you're pulling my leg on this. Like, obviously this is some sort of a chicken that you just positioned weird in the pot. And he's like, no man, it's, and he showed me the fur afterwards, and I was like, oh, because he also has his skinning license now. He knows how to like cure the hide and all that, and then he sells it. Squirrel only nets you like $2-3 a pelt depending on the quality. This he says it's not really worth it, but if he can pull the pelt off and dry it, you know, he'll collect a bunch and then turn them in and sell them. His main thing is he likes the bigger things, like when raccoons are in season, he'll pest control them, or when there's other things in season, like I'm just trying to think of something that he's caught that he actually got good money off of. I know the coyotes, we don't have them too much up here, like in North Bay, but down in Powassan they got them bad, and he'll go trap them. and their pelts will depending on how much of a nuisance they are, their pelts could fetch a nice profit. I've never tried coyote. I would try it if he ever caught one and decided to cook it and he invited me over for a snack. I'd give her a go. I've tried raccoon. My buddy, like I said, he made it and I tried it. It was interesting. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. Like, I haven't tried possum. I haven't tried muskrat, or I think you call them gophers. I don't know, maybe they're two different animals. I don't know. But I have tried squirrel. I have tried raccoon, and both of them are, like I say, they're not bad. The raccoon wasn't too bad, but you could tell something was, not that it was off as in it was spoiled or rotten, but that there was something going on that wasn't from a grocery store. Like, you could definitely tell. But with the squirrel, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what the hell was going on. I thought he was lying to me, and I thought we were eating chicken, and he was just pulling my leg. And it turned out, no, Instant Pots can do amazing things to squirrels. So the inventor of the Instant Pot must have had squirrels on their mind. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just making myself the biggest pancake ever, and then gonna have some breakfast. We're gonna get up in that attic and take a look and see what we can see. Well, that moment that you don't have much plate to grab because your friggin' pancake's the same size as your plate. Yeah, this is gonna be good.
In North Bay, the wind is currently blowing 24 kilometers per hour from the west. There is currently a snow squall warning in effect.
So if you're wondering why we're not going ice fishing today, hopefully that explains it. I talked about it yesterday on the video, and I'm hoping you understand the reasoning. Anyway, let's right now, like, it doesn't look too bad out there. It looks actually pretty docile and calm. And it wasn't like it was cold outside either. But right now, what I need to do is get up there and see if that rat trap was set off or not. Did I pick up? No, I didn't, did I? I don't know how that flashlight went. Well, I'll grab this flashlight. Not as good, but she'll do in a pinch. Get up there. 'Cause yeah, I can't find my super torch. But we might set this trail cam back up, depending on what we see. Oh, so there was something going on up here because a lot of shit is disturbed again. Oh, frig. Yeah, the trap was definitely set off. Was it? Yeah. I wonder if we should just bait the trap again. You know what? Let's get this thing out of here. Just gonna chuck it on the ground there for now. This thing's good for a couple months. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang it back upside down. If we can find it here. And then flip this back to the on. This worked actually pretty good. So put it in the on position upside down. And we'll just leave it dangle there. If you're wondering why there's light coming in there, guys, the whirlybird is right up here, and it basically exhausts the heat out of the garage, out of the attic, so the attic doesn't sweat. Thought I just heard him. Yeah, we're gonna do the thing that Josh said with the ammonia, or you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do the thing with ammonia. Let's get this thing here resealed back up. Starting to become a pro at this. It's pretty sad. Lived in this house for so long and never went into the attic. And in 1 week, I've been in the attic more times than I have in the past 16 years. Fun times. Okay, I don't know if you can see this now, but check this out. You can just see the wind over there. Okay, well the camera can't zoom, but you can see the wind just blowing the snow off that house over there. Like it's pretty crazy out. Struckus just sent me a video from the lake, and holy shit. If you're wondering what the heck that scene was a while ago, guys, I've been wanting to go out and widen my driveway for a while now, and I just never got around to it. So that's what I did. Went outside, fired up the snowblower. There wasn't much snow on the driveway, but I wanted to clear the end of the driveway, and I wanted to snow blow the snow out of the sides, because, you know, in the summer I can park the Trans Am and the truck in the driveway and there's plenty of room. In the winter, I'm parking the truck in there and I got no clearance on either side because I made the friggin' driveway too narrow because of my cleaning habits. But anyway, I want to start supper right now. So we're gonna do like a chicken something. I don't even know what the hell to call it. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, I'm making another video right now. A little cooking video for you. You can check that one out tomorrow. It's something I wanted to comment on with the GoPro Hero. I've used it right now. This will be my second video I'm making with it. The one yesterday, I sort of used it for it. And the one, the cooking video, I used it for that too. Look at it out there now. It's all pretty and shit, eh? It's so pretty out. Anyway, I want to talk about the GoPro because, yeah, I didn't talk about the GoPro. I haven't talked about it yet and what I think of it. Now, it is the GoPro Hero 8, and we all know that it's not the latest and greatest. The Hero 9 is, and the Hero 9 has the front-facing screen, so you can make sure you're in the frame, but if you can't frame yourself with a GoPro Hero lens, then you're aiming it sideways, because honestly, these things are the easiest thing to aim. Really? Do you like the GoPro? Hey? Do you like this? Do you like this one? Scampers. Meows. Only other GoPros I have is the Hero 4, the Hero Session 4, and the Hero Session 5. I had a GoPro Hero 7 back in 2018. I bought one, and I didn't like it because the battery just didn't last, and there was a couple other reasons why I didn't like it. I just found the image on it wasn't as sharp. I find the image on this great. I also like the fact that like it's got a lot of bonuses, but it's got a lot of negatives too. Like for instance, my GoPro Hero 4, the USB cable is exposed. Well, obviously they can't do that with this one here because then it takes away from the waterproofing. I just find the side door a bit of a pain in the ass to open to plug it in. But just like the Session, you can rip the side door right off. Like you don't rip it off, it just comes off. And you can run it without the side door if you need to plug it into a battery. Now, there's a company on the web, on Amazon, that actually makes a replacement side door with a water seal that gives you a USB-C type connection, so it allows you to hook it up to a USB-C battery pack and maintain your water resistance while having the ability to charge it. On top of that, there's also the media mod, which I'm definitely considering investing in later on so that we can have better microphone system. The media mod never existed for the GoPro Hero 7. That came out for the 8 and now the 9. And what the media mod does is you take the side door off the GoPro Hero 8 or 9, you slide the GoPro Hero 8 or 9 into the media mod, and it gives it 2 shoe mounts for mounting a light and a mic or whatever you want to put it on, as well as a built-in microphone with front and rear audio, and you can set it for stereo, so you can have it basically omnidirectional. Comes with a foam cover to block out the wind, and on top of that, it has a dedicated 3.5-inch mic port in the back, so you can hook up an external mic. So if you have a good Rode mic or whatever you're using for your vlogging mic, you can hook that up to it, and it does have a mount on the thing, so you can actually attach it to the physical camera, which is pretty awesome. The other feature it has is an onboard USB-C port, which I thought was pretty cool, so that you can plug in your external battery, because that's one thing is if you're out there and you're trying to get the crispest shots because you plan on doing some zooms in post, and that's what I've been doing. You noticed in that video outside when I was snow blowing, it kept zooming in on spots, and the reason for that is because I was doing that in post. If I was filming at 1080p, it would have looked a lot more pixelated than it did, but I'm filming at 2.7K, so I can get away with a half point zoom before you'll actually start to notice a little deterioration. But you've seen a couple of my 1080p shots on the old GoPro, and when I get her a good zoom in there, you can really tell that something's not right. Something's not jiving. And it looks like it was shot with a potato. This camera, love it. You know what? This is gonna be a great camera for making all my videos this summer, for doing what I wanna do. I'm gonna have a blast. Fishing videos, all the camping videos, all that fun stuff. Gonna bring this camera along, bring some battery packs to keep it charged, to grab all the footage. I got a 128 gig card in here, and at 2K I can collect 3 hours and 3 hours and 55 minutes worth of video footage. If I collect 3 hours and 55 minutes worth of camping footage, I'm gonna be busy for a couple days editing, because that's gonna take a while to produce. Honestly, GoPro Hero 8, I like it. Would the 9 have been better? Maybe, maybe not, but I couldn't justify the price difference, because this camera was $299, the Hero 5 was $529. So it's literally an extra $229 for a front-facing screen and 5K recording. Honestly, couldn't justify it. Didn't make sense. These cameras are not that hard to aim, and after watching the video of the GoPro 8 versus the 9, the audio on both of them is identical, even with the media mod. The media mod for the 9 and the 8, the only difference between them is the 9 is a little bit of a bigger camera, so the media mod had to be redesigned to fit around the case. That's it. But as far as this GoPro goes, I really like it. The battery life on it's pretty damn good. I know some people complain about it. I like the idea that you don't need a case to hook the GoPro accessories up to it. It's got two little legs that shoot out from the bottom. Pretty decent. And like I said, my only gripe is the fact that you got to open the side door every time you want to pull your data off of it. And oh yeah, there was one thing that happened. I went and did a firmware update. I hooked it up to my phone, and it came back and said there was a firmware update. So sure enough, I did the firmware update, and all of a sudden the camera, I'd plug it into my computer and it wasn't working, and I'm like, what the hell? Well, the firmware update gave the camera the ability to be a webcam, so I can use this here for like Zoom meetings, or I could plug it into my work laptop and use it for Teams meetings and stuff like that if I wanted a 1080p camera. But when it enabled the webcam ability, it disabled MTP, so I couldn't plug it into USB and pull my files down. So I had to figure out how to go into the settings and turn that off and set it back to file mode, not webcam mode. I haven't tried it as a webcam. I haven't tried it as streaming. Apparently this thing here, I can sync it to my phone and I can live stream. That's pretty cool too. You know, if I decide to do streaming on the ice, sync it to my phone, stream with the GoPro, get a nice wide angle, you can see everything going on in the shanty and see me and everything, and life would be pretty sweet. As long as the phone's data plan can keep up with the stream bitrate, it'd be pretty neat to try. So I think we're gonna have some fun with this camera this summer. Doing the biking, like I said, the biking, the fishing, the adventuring, the fun. I've been wanting, like I said, I've been wanting a GoPro for a while now. I was gonna buy another Hero Black, but then I was like, do I really want to get the Hero 7 Black when the Hero 8 comes on price for the same amount as the Hero 7 Black? And then I was thinking, you know, I'm just gonna get a Hero 7 Silver. And then one Bubba Mike 1, he got the Hero 7 White, and he loved it, and the audio on it sounded great. And I was like, you know what, just shoots 1080p. That might be good, but then I was like, the internal battery, that's the problem I'm having with the Session 5 right now. She's got an internal battery, doesn't quite hold the charge. That thing, when I'm out and about in the cold, I basically have to run it tethered all the time off my battery pack, or otherwise she flatlines in about 10 minutes. It's one of those, what do you do? And when I got the email from Sports Check saying that they had 30 times the Canadian Tire money, and then I went and checked Sports Check and saw that they sold the GoPro and this was on sale, well, I knew it was like a calling, because, well, Best Buy has this camera on for $4.99 or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was like a couple bucks cheaper than the GoPro Hero 9, and I was like, I'm not wasting money on that for that price. Forget it. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I'm gonna get the latest and greatest. But then when I saw this on for $2.99 at Sports Check, I was like, shit, yeah, this has got to happen. So anyway, guys, I just thought I would give you a quick little sum up of what I think about the GoPro Hero 8. I think it's a great camera. It works pretty awesome for what I want to do. And it's, like I say, it's going to be pretty sweet this summer when we have some adventures. So stay tuned. All right, guys, it's like 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock, and I just finished making the Optimum Point stew that I was talking about. Basically, all the ingredients I've used were purchased with Not with optimum points, were purchased because they generated optimum points. If you're not sure what optimum points are, it's a thing we have here. I don't know if it's in just Canada, but we have a drugstore named Shoppers. I've been there a couple times. I've taken you guys there a couple times to go pick things up like vitamins, and I think we actually went there because a buddy last year told me they sold a protein and I wanted it, so we went there to pick it up and they didn't have it. So but the grocery store that I go to, Independent Grocers and No Frills, also offers optimum points when you purchase stuff from them. And the optimum points, for every 10,000 points you get, is $10 off of your grocery bill that you can basically use to round the balance down. You can also do optimum shopping, kind of like Air Miles, where they have like a magazine and sometimes they have things on sale, and it's like, you know, you can buy, I think my buddy bought a TV, a 55-inch TV, and it was like 300,000 points, so $300. And he bought a nice 55-inch 4K TV a couple of years ago for his house, and all it costed him was just the fact that he was going out and buying groceries every week, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, what I ended up coming up with was a stew, which you'll see in tomorrow's video. Kind of looks like this. I already had some. It was friggin' fantastic, but I want some more because it was so damn good, guys. It turned out really good. And when you see the ingredients that went into it, it's kind of ridiculous. You know, these reward programs that these companies offer, a lot of companies used Air Miles. And to be fair, Air Miles were great and all back when traveling was a thing. I know you can use Air Miles for other things, like Shell gas stations allow you to use Air Miles to redeem and save money on certain things, but these point systems like Canadian Tire Money and Optimum Points, I find it more useful. Like, I got a whole bunch of Canadian Tire Money saved up. I got a whole bunch of these Optimum Points saved up. Something happens, I'm down on my luck for a week and I can't afford to buy groceries. You know, I got $30 right now saved up in money on my Optimum card. I got 30,000 points. So if I needed to buy something just to get through for the week, like let's say I need a chicken or just some sort of a food, and I'm gonna kick her into not salvation mode, but into survivor mode, reduce my calorie intake, just make sure I can take in what I can take in to survive for the week, reduce it down to like say 1,000 calories. I could easily go to Independent or No Frills and look for stuff that would make a single OMAD meal. That's one meal a day for $30. I could easily survive for a week off $30. I've done it before. I made a video where I survived off $25 for the week eating OMAD, and the simple stipulation was it had to have at least 1,200 calories in the meal for the 5 days. And I did it. And the meal was really interesting. And it was really fatty. It was low carb. And it sustained you because of how fatty it was. And it had a decent amount of protein, so your body wouldn't catabolize its muscle tissue too much. Been done. Now, today's video I said we're going to use the new Strat. I talked about Chippy. I haven't heard him up there at all. Like before when he was up there, I would hear him at 8 a.m. He'd be scuffling around doing shit. Then he would tear out of here, go do outside stuff. Now today was a crazy weather day. We had super awesome winds. You heard that on the video when Struckus gave you the live report from the ice. And then you heard, I was outside snow blowing and you saw the snow getting thrown around by the wind. I think you saw that, maybe not, I don't know. So it was a cold day out, but it was a day. And on Friday, or on Thursday and Wednesday last week, he would wake up in the morning at around 7:30, do some shit upstairs in the attic, get crazy, run back and forth, get his friggin' steppies in, and then he'd hit the road, go outside and do outside things, probably get food or whatever. Maybe go visit friends. I have no idea what the hell squirrels do. But then by around 1:32 in the afternoon, he'd be back. And he'd be back up there. And I remember I was talking to clients and they could hear him. Full on hear him over my headset. And they're like, oh, are you in the basement or something? Like I can hear somebody running around upstairs. And I was like, oh yeah, I got a squirrel in my attic. And the one guy from the one guy I talked to, he does hunting and stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, you're gonna want to get rid of that guy. He goes, heaven forbid he finds a power line and gets hungry. He goes, they'll chew right through power lines and burn your house down. He goes, he had a trailer apparently and that happened. I said, well, luckily this house is so old that there's no power lines going through the roof. I said, you know, so he would really have to go deep into the wall to find any sort of power line to really chew on. But then luckily we caught him and we set him free. But I'm thinking what happened today, that tick, tick, tick sound, and the fact that we found the trap was set off, I think he went and he smelt the peanut butter, because I baited it with peanut butter. He went and tripped it. It wasn't enough force to kill him, but it was enough force to grab him by the head. He freaked out and he shook it off because it was thrown. Luckily it was thrown by the hole and not back at the vent where I can't get to it. But it was thrown, so I was able to recover it. And I think that was enough to scare him to say, this is not where I want to be right now. I need to relocate. And he left because I haven't heard shit all day. Now, tonight, if I hear him again, then tomorrow for sure, we're gonna hit up Walmart, buy some ammonia, or dollar store. I think they sell ammonia too. The Dollarama, I think Dollarama is closed. Hey Google, what time does Dollarama on Algonquin close?
Dollarama at Plaza, 1899 Algonquin Avenue, closes in 58 minutes.
Oh, okay, so we could actually go to the dollar store right now and go pick up some ammonia. But I'm gonna hold off until tomorrow and do that. So if there is a problem, we'll deal with it then. But I think we might be okay. I'm pretty sure that the rat trap startled him. He won't be back. But if he does come back, we're gonna try Joss's method of shopping bags, which I have some. I got some upstairs anyway. As far as rags go, I don't know. I got some shop towels out in the garage. Worst case, I got some old ripped up rags somewhere around here that I can soak. I got some old Blogging Life shirts that are completely trashed. I guess I'll tear them up and soak them in ammonia, bag them up and send them up there. Go from there. So we'll have to see what we can do. Anyway, people, I'm gonna eat my stew. I think that's it for tonight. Like, this video's gone on for a while. You know, I did a lot of talking in it, and some people hate that and hate when I pace and stuff. But yeah, it helps me get my ideas out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down, eat my stew, probably get to bed early tonight because I kind of had a nap a while ago and it felt pretty damn good, and I kind of want to go to bed early because tomorrow, if it's nice out, I think we might hit the ice. We might give her a dangle tomorrow, so we'll see what we do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.